Alright, how's it going? Got some monster here. Got some monster. Hopefully they'll wake me up because I'm a little tired. Okay. So I'm going to practice this voice for a while because it's always a hit at conventions. With some of the people there, they think it's really funny when I can do this voice. So, how are you all doing today? No one's on yet, so gonna just spend some time doing what I can do. Although honestly, this voice just hurt my throat. Something fierce. Maybe I should start this live stream up a little bit. Set it up a little bit early so that some people would be waiting. Okay. What are we talking about today? Maybe I should do some news research. Um. So hey, how's it going? So there is a pack out. I don't know if I can play it for free from Feed the Beast. Waterworld or something. Ocean. Oh, excuse me. Ocean Block, I think. I think it'd be really fun to play. There's another game, uh, a map. I'd have to buy Bedrock though. I'd have to buy Minecraft Bedrock on Java called Force Nothing. That looks like it'd be really fun to play. If I save up for a better computer, I could play Force Nothing on uh, what do you call it? Force Nothing on online. But I don't have a very good computer for that. Hey, Vagabond, how's it going? Yeah, I got saying earlier, before you got on, I'm just practicing this voice because a lot of people like it when I go to conventions. They really like it when I do this voice. It's always good for a laugh. Oh, excuse me. I burped a little there. Burped a little in my throat. Although, honestly, when I do the bagpipe lessons, I probably shouldn't do this voice at the bagpipe lessons. They might not like it there. Might seem a little disrespectful. But at a convention, it would probably go over well. Especially if there was someone there dressed as the character. If there's someone there dressed as that character, I could be like, "Hey, what are you doing here? How's it going?" No, not yet, but I do have a card in my wallet from the individual here in town that offers the bagpipe lessons. He said that I'm supposed to buy the chanter first. Well, right now I'm saving up all the money I can for the convention to get autographs. So yeah, two of the people left. So two of the guests left. So I went from $230 for autographs to $140 for autographs. So I can really free up some money, I guess. Well, I don't really have any confidence. That's the problem. It's like, what do I really have to have confidence from? It's because, I mean, if I'm smart, there have been women that have yelled at me for using big words. There have been women that have made fun of my weight. In fact, even to this day, there are women online that make fun of my weight. Contact me just to make fun of my weight. Hope I don't get laryngitis from this. There are women online that contact me just to tell me I'm ugly. Um, Being nice a lot of times results in women making fun of me for having autism. So, and being a jerk results in women hating me. So, I really don't know what to have confidence in because it's like no matter what, no matter what, it's like any good quality I get, someone bashes me for it. Yeah, but if I do that, I get made fun of for having autism by women. Even managers will make fun of me for it. They'll join in groups with my coworkers, their subordinates, and making fun of me for having autism if I do it. But I did do that. I did, and it just resulted in them being worse. I don't know. I guess what really would give me confidence is being able to do something difficult, like being able to keep up on something difficult. This YouTube channel has helped me gain confidence a little because it's like I'm keep doing it. I keep putting myself out there, um, talking to people, keeping at something. It shows I can keep doing it. I'm gonna have to break off this voice in a little bit because starting to hurt my throat a little bit. I'm starting to cough. But someone requested later. I'll go ahead and do that voice again later. But right now, I have to let my vocal cords rest a little because yeah, yo, that hurts my throat. Um, what else is there? We could talk like this. Hello, ladies. How you doing? This is your neckbeard friend here. Ooh. Is this ASMR for you? Can I be talking like this? Yeah, some women like that. I don't know. I've had a lot of trouble with women, like doing all kinds of things to me. Some women would be have even lied to get me in trouble if I stood up to them. So, but how's this sound? Hello, how you doing, ladies? This is your neckbeard calling out to you, talking to you live from Port Wayne, Indiana. Does this sound like a good voice for a podcast? How'd that sound? Oh well. Uh, get some more monster here. But yeah. Oh, it does it? Oh well, it does, huh? But anyway, so my weight's staying about the same. I'm gonna have to figure out my diet. I have not cooking meals at home as much, um, so I'm going to have to work on that goal of cooking at home more. Um, I think that's part of the reason why I've been tired. I haven't had as many vitamins and minerals. I may have problems with being vitamin and mineral deficient. That may be the reason why I'm tired so much. So something that might work for me is actually bell peppers. I might be. I can get bananas, but bell peppers would be an easy vegetable for me to eat. I think so. Yeah, get bell peppers. I think I'll get some Friday. Oh, you know, I got the go ahead from the people that handle my money, and this Friday I should be able to pick up a new Samsung Galaxy A51. New for me. It's got like 4 times the megapixels on the lens, so should be a lot better for the megapixels in the camera. I don't know if because my editing software says it limits me like 720p. Yes, I love bananas. I do. Bananas. I love bananas. But yeah, I don't know if when I upgrade my phone to um, the A51, um, I tried that and it wouldn't let me message anyone. I matched and it wouldn't let me message. So I'm like, huh? Oh well. But I'm hoping when it does, the software I have for editing lets me do um, higher quality. My software will let me do higher quality as far as like 1080. It will let me do 1080p or 4K, but it says it will not be very good a very good result. So yeah, it kind of limits me to 720 as recommended. But I do bump it from 30 frames per second to 60. So I do bump it up a little bit. Actually, is Feed the Beast on Minecraft, is that free? Let's see. I'm just gonna check this. Hey Google, is Minecraft's Feed the Beast free?
According to Digital Trends downloads. Download Feed the Beast Launcher for Windows, free 1.5.
Hmm. It says it's free. So I wonder if the maps, you have to purchase the maps or not. So I'll just check. You have to purchase the maps on Feed the Beast.
Here are some results from the web.
Let's see. Google's not gonna be telling you everything. Oh well. So I don't know if it does work. I might try that Ocean Monument work, but the only problem is like I probably shouldn't actually. No, I've actually gotten away from the canned food a little bit. Uh, trying to eat more frozen vegetables. Like today for lunch, I had broccoli and turkey bacon. Trying to eat more rice as my carb. Um, not so much bread, but not really eating that much canned food actually. Um, and this way, I can actually get a little bit more protein in, a few more nutrients because of the vegetables. The problem is, like I was saying, actually, the only problem is with my computer not being very good. Probably wouldn't want. I probably wouldn't want to do mods. So probably would want to save up for a better computer for that. I don't know. No, I don't. I don't get a chance to take out. Um, I don't know. There's a Chinese place downtown. I don't think they like me. I haven't been there in a long time, but from what I remember, that me being in there, I don't remember them really liking me that much. I'm not sure why. Maybe my appearance or something, but they don't seem to like me that much. Oh well, some people don't like me. It's weird. I guess it's my appearance. Some people don't like my appearance. They just judge me. But oh well, that's them. I guess I have to learn to take such things as that not so personal. Vagabond, I don't know, maybe. Well, the only thing is, there are a lot of people there like that here in Fort Wayne in the downtown area, so I don't know why that would be a problem. It'd probably be a large portion of their clientele. So, a large portion of their customers would be like that. Vagabond, I don't know. I've got people that say that, but sometimes I'm not sure. I guess it's something I must have to learn to differentiate between what's true and what's not. Personal bias versus what's actual fact. It's something that's difficult for me to do, honestly. I might, I'm thinking of, I really need to start focusing more on the Chinese, the Mandarin, but it's hard to get to sometimes because I'm already focusing on other languages. So sometimes it's hard to get there because I'm so tired in the day. I can't do too much studying, even though I have the time. I just don't have the energy. You know what I mean? Which hopefully eating more vegetables will help. Yeah. I've got my staff again Friday. I'll probably talk to him about giving me some groceries, growing some groceries with him, some peppers and stuff. Probably some peppers or some vegetables up from the freezer. I've still got some frozen vegetables in there. Probably some vegetables frozen. Actually, I used to write poetry, but probably fry some vegetables up after this. Get a few more nutrients in. But hmm, yeah. I talked to my staff member. He's lost a lot of weight. Talked about he said you have to get used to being hungry. You have to realize the difference between being hungry and craving something, as well as being hungry and actually starving. Because when you're overweight, you get hungry. It's like the worst thing ever. It feels like it's a danger, and you have to take care of it when you're overweight and you get hungry. You feel like you have to take care of it right now, but I don't know. Yeah, no. I mean, some people don't stuff their faces and they still gain weight. Some people have a hormone disorder, and it takes lab tests to figure it out. Like this one DM I have, the Cyrus Game DM, he got a test done. He got a medication to help with hormonal disorder. He's been losing weight like crazy. So yeah, I mean he got on a hormonal medication uh, regimen, and he's been losing weight like crazy. So, but some people have hormonal disorder, and thyroid's not the only hormone. So maybe the chief hormone, but there are other hormones too. Mm. So is that craving or hunger? Because right now I'm hungry, and honestly, I don't really care if it's bacon or vegetables. So peanut butter and jelly, uh, raw carrots, banana. I really don't care what it is. I'm just hungry. So I don't really know. It's not really craving. I'm just hungry. Well, what do you want me to say that? Do you want me to say that? Get in my belly. Come on. You're lucky, way man. Been doing that for a while. My throat hurts now. Yeah. Hmm. Well, I think I actually weigh more than that, believe it or not. I want my baby back ribs. I want my baby back ribs. Chili baby back ribs. Oh, that hurt. That hurt bad. You calm down a little bit. Uh, yeah, I gotta practice that some more so I can go to the convention and do that. I used to be able to do that longer when I was able to practice it, but yeah, that really puts a strain on your vocal cords. You have to be good at doing that regularly, or else your vocal cords are not used to it. About 270 right now. It's gone down a little bit since a couple weeks ago, but 270 or so. I'd really like to get down to 250 by the end of the year, but that'll be a struggle. Just because, I mean, it's possible, but the thing is with me, it's I don't lose weight very well. Yeah, but I don't lose weight very easily. It's just I don't. I mean, I wish I did. I wish I lost weight easily, but I just unfortunately I don't. If I with me exercising a little bit, hopefully gaining a little bit of muscle will help to lose the weight a little bit by increasing my metabolism. Hopefully, eating broccoli will help to give me some nutrients to help my uh, metabolism a little bit, help me feel better, get more energy, and give me more energy, be able to make me have more energy to exercise more and burn more energy, and also the water will help too. So I'm drinking more water, which reminds me I should drink quite a bit more today. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Excuse me. So, me personally, like they say, invest in like me. I'm one of the people that truly believe we have an economic collapse coming. And they talk about investing and stuff. Like I can't at this stage invest in anything because if I have a single investment, I would lose insurance. So if I were to have a security net, I would lose insurance. So I have to invest in myself, and investing in myself would mean actually, how should I put it? Investing in myself would mean pretty good. She's doing pretty good. Would mean giving myself skills, which is why I'm learning languages. There have been people who think learning languages is a cope. No, it's actually giving myself skills because, I mean, even if I'm not an interpreter, you know, even if I'm not an interpreter, I could still possibly get, especially if I have certifications that say I'm at this level, I could still possibly get um, through language learning apps like um, what do you call it? Like italki, there's that. I can learn through that. I can earn money through that. I could possibly be hired out to tutor people in town on languages. Um, I could get a volunteer position at the local hospital or a job at the local hospital. Um, you know, I mean, in the gift shop, even not even be as an interpreter, but I mean, it would still be good to have in hand. And it's pretty good. Vagabond. It can be very helpful. But I mean, hey, even if I were to have those language capabilities, if I'm able to show I have these language capabilities, I possibly could work for the city government, and the city would be able to pay for the extra training to be an interpreter, and then I would be able to uh, be an interpreter for. It can be, yeah. Some rap, a lot of raps are more complex than others. That's true. But yeah, then the city can possibly hire me as an interpreter because let's say they need an interpreter for this language, this language, this language, this language. Yes, 4 languages. Normally, they would need 4 interpreters, which would be 4 separate paychecks at the same rate or roughly the same rate. Versus if there's someone trained in all 4 languages and they can do the same workload, it's like that one person is doing the work of 4 people, being able to do the work of 4 people for 25% of the cost. So, I mean, there's that. Oh, but I would also like to be able to talk to my fans in their language. Um, there's a little bit in Hindi right now. Um, in Hindi, there are these 2 characters. I'm trying to hear the difference between, and I can't really hear the difference between. And it's really because Duolingo is very poor quality audio. It's like ga. I can't really hear the difference. It's the English romanizations are KA and GA. I can't really understand the difference when I hear them. There's a like I'm talking about a gas station here downtown where the people speak Hindi and a language called Telugu. I possibly could ask him if he'd be willing to explain the difference to me a little bit, but yeah, I don't know for sure. At any rate, these languages would be very beneficial um, to, well, such a situation as you know would be very beneficial to such a situation as being hired in the event of an economic collapse because it's a skill that's needed. Not to mention, we have hotels here in Fort Wayne downtown, and we also have an international airport. It's a very small international airport, but what people will do a lot is basically they will take um, uh, a flight internationally from, say, some country out wherever they're from, and into Fort Wayne, and then hop a plane from Fort Wayne to, say, Chicago. Instead of going straight to Chicago, and this way, by making a stop in between, they save money. Um, but instead of making a direct flight, they go make a stop in between and layover. That makes that makes them save money. But even there at the international airport, that would be a good place to go for languages. Something that can really help too is when people are mad, people are upset. If you speak to them in their native language, their language that they are familiar with, they become a lot calmer. They're a lot more willing to listen to you. One moment, like there was an instance where this repo man, um, he mentioned that there was a guy who was really mad, was yelling like crazy at him, and so he talked to him in Spanish. And when he was speaking to the guy in Spanish, the other guy calm down. So if you're able to speak to someone in their language, they're more willing to listen to you. It's just something that happens. I don't know why exactly it's psychological, but yeah. So it's really languages are a good thing to invest in. I really suggest you do it, especially if you can't make any other investments. Like I can't, so I can save up a little bit of money, but that money would realistically be gone in a heartbeat. Thanks, Big Dave. Um, I'd really like to work on this channel too, because I can't really sell merchandise, um, sort of like shirts or anything with my name or logo on it. I can't do that until I hit 10,000 subscribers. Actually, that's YouTube's requirement. You have to have 10,000 subscribers and be monetized, and then you apply, and then you can have like shirts, hoodies, all kinds of merchandise. Then you can have that up. And as you can tell, I'm a long ways away. I'm trying though, really trying to get up there, and I figure out how to do it. But yeah, right now I am 31, 31 right now. I'm really working on myself, really trying to get myself in check. Which reminds me, I got a. Hey Joe, I don't really know what that would be. I'm going to affiliate link store. I do have to. I remember. I remember now. I didn't upload it yesterday. But I can draw an image today. For how I remember pole, which is Swahili for sorry or I'm sorry for you. But pole is sorry or I'm sorry for you. I've figured out a mnemonic for it. So yeah, that's something I was gonna do a little video on today. Actually, I just remembered to do it today. But yeah, that's something I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm trying to keep going. Um, as you can tell, my facial hair is out of control. But good music, I don't really know. Probably pop actually. Like K-pop, J-pop stuff, that kind of stuff. Probably my favorite. Um, or pop music in general. I like pop. A lot of it's '90s, early 2000s pop. 2010s pop. Not really recent pop. Death metal. Metal kind of scares me honestly. It really upsets me. Um, some people that are autistic love metal. Some people that are autistic love metal, but some people it's a stereotype think that um, people that are autistic uh, like metal music. Yeah, that's a pool noodle. I used it in a video. I also used it around towns of prank. I was doing this. One, two, three. Pump the noodle. Pump the noodle. I'm sounding like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Pump it. Get it stronger. Get the noodle. Get the noodle. One, two. I was just doing that, and I was doing that around town for some people one Sunday just to make them laugh. Yeah, I like to do funny things like that. Uh, although I just remember because things were going through my head about the police and stuff. If I showed it to a police officer, he might laugh. Um, yeah, he was. He also had money though too. That might have been part of the reason. And he had a body. I would imagine. But my staff, because the police were called on me the one time, because some woman lied and said I was talking to kids. Um, my staff said that may have been a good thing too, because now the police know um, that I've got a history of like misunderstandings, where like I had the chicken incident where I was just in the parking lot at my work, and there was a bank a few parking lots down, and I was in the parking lot at my work just playing a musical instrument, the chicken head, being funny, and the bank called the 911 on me, and because of that, they were free. The police showed up, and then again, nothing happened. There's nothing. It's just misunderstanding. So because of that, plus what happened with the woman lying about me talking to kids, and how the one officer backed me up saying I do this all the time, and nothing really happens, and the fact that police officers around town see me walk around these costumes all the time, it may help me. It may have been a blessing that now the police can say, okay, there's a record of misunderstandings. It's like this guy. It may be able to back me up, saying this guy's not really a threat. He's just being funny. You know what I mean? So it may have been, he was explaining, it may have been a blessing in disguise when that happened, because yeah, I'm the town idiot, village idiot. I don't know how that would go over if I just stood on a street corner. Yeah, if I stood on a street corner, my chicken head, the sign that said "Vote me for village idiot." That'd probably get a few laughs. Do that if I did that on Friday afternoon. So yeah, I'll just do that in on the courthouse. People showing up to the courthouse like, what the heck is going on? Although I go by the courthouse every so often, and I've gone by the courthouse in costume before, so um, security would probably know about me a little bit. But I don't really. I've never seen that movie actually. Never seen it. I've never actually seen that, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, I guess if the security ever wanted to question me about me saying street corner in the chicken head, one of the sign that says "Vote me for village idiot," I don't know what they would ask. Probably just make sure I didn't have any weapons or anything on me. They'd probably check that, but it's like they wouldn't know where to begin. Yeah, but yeah, actually, that would be an interesting thing. That'd be an interesting story. I've actually stood on a street corner holding up a sign. I was wearing my chicken head. I held up a sign that read "We'll cook for food." Uh, yeah, 54 grams. That's a lot. But this is the first one I've had in a while. I mean, I only have them either on Tuesdays and Saturdays usually. Those are the only days of the week I'll have a monster. Um, this is a rare exception, but Tuesdays and Saturdays are typically the only days I'll have a monster. So it's not very common throughout the week that I'll have one. So this is just an exception. I'm just especially tired today, and I didn't have any diet soda on hand, so I just needed a little bit to wake me up. And I can I can now make more tea for the rest of the day because I don't have to be quite as awake, and I have a little bit of brown sugar, not that much, but I was going to use artificial sweetener in it. So, but yeah, for the rest of the day, I can just use tea. I can use green tea. Make that up. Yeah, coffee can be good, but it can also be excessive and cause stress and anxiety. So, yeah. Oh, actually, I had a small success today, um, with YouTube. I didn't go for 5 minutes without YouTube first thing in the morning. I went for 10. That's an improvement. That's on the way to the 15 minutes of no YouTube in the morning. So, so that's actually a good step in the right direction. That means tomorrow I can go 10 again. Uh, but I really gotta do. I didn't feel that awake today. I didn't have any diet soda around, so I used green tea instead. So not as much caffeine to wake me up, but I really gotta do those knee push-ups today. Um, I need to do some hangs like that, some hanging to help straighten my back, but um, I have to be careful and slow when I do the knee push-ups because my joints and my shoulders and whatnot are still in misalignment. So um, I have to have plenty of strength to do it and do it slow and controlled until my joints get realigned. So I just have to be really careful and do it slow and maybe break it up a little bit, but I can't do them. I just have to take my time. I mean, after today with the hip popping, now I'm not sure I really know where to go. I mean, my age group may have gone up quite a bit by that because I was like, man, I am getting old with my hips popping because that hasn't happened before. It's happened a couple small pops when I was on the floor before. Um, I was doing it, but this is the first time it's really done that. So I maybe my age group's gone up a little bit. Yeah, well, with me, I really need to be productive in the morning to help my mood in the morning. Do I swim? No, I'm actually afraid to be without a shirt because I was kids would grab me here and squeeze a lot, and that made me feel violated in school a lot. So yeah, I'm really afraid to be without a shirt on in public. In fact, I've even been afraid to. I have a female doctor for a while. I was afraid to take my shirt off in front of her for a while. So yeah, and I'm doing sit ups and the push ups. My lower back is fine as far as strength. It's not that that's not the problem. I need to stretch my hamstrings out, so I need to stretch some of my muscles down here in the base to help allow my muscles in my back to lengthen. I need to stretch my muscles in my chest, and um, I need to strengthen my core, which I'm doing with the sit-ups, and I need to strengthen my chest here uh, and my back. I guess, yeah, like you said, the back. So that'll be like back curves. But my thing is, if you do shoulder push-ups, if you do push-ups, that's also strengthening your back because you have to support all this. You have to support this as you when you're up. So that actually will help improve your back too. Um, yeah, I knew a grandma and she was not a nice person. So like I've known some older women and they're not nice women. So I don't have a dog. I also don't have a dog. Yeah, I don't have a dog, so I don't do that. That could work. The only thing is my core, my stomach is not strong enough to um, be able to maintain the glute bridge. So it just wouldn't be a good idea. I have to do the sit-ups first. I do not. I do not have a physical therapist. It would be a good idea if I could be referred to by one. I just don't have a main general physician right now. So, well, it's not just two; it's a few actually. But it wasn't just that age. It was leading up to that age and my mother's age and stuff like that. So um, it's kind of like women in that generation also grew up in a generation where it's okay to make fun of people with disabilities. So that's a good chunk of the reason. So that's probably part of the reason. Well, my enemy, the only problem with that is that sometimes women take it as you're trying to trap them. I think they do, anyways. I don't think they. A lot of times, women can tell if you have a dog because you like dogs, or if you have a dog because you're just trying to use the dog to get a girlfriend. A lot of times, women can tell these things. Women are dangerous with what they can sense. Women are very dangerous. Yeah. Hey, so it sucks. It sucks. I saw a guy doing washing a documentary in a bucket. That was interesting. I could go to the church down the street. Um, I'm just a little worried about going there when I don't have money for offering. So I'm a little worried about going there when I don't have money for offering. You know, that's the only concern I have. Plus, there's actually a law being passed in the U.S. It's in motion. It's an act where the government could decide who your clergy member is. So that's their problem. Um, I'm usually pretty good. Um, I think that's because my mother was so focused on getting me to make eye contact. She was constantly telling me to make eye contact and just constantly telling me to do that. So I'm not too bad at eye contact, honestly, unless I'm like intimidated or something like that. But I'm usually not too bad at eye contact face to face. Like right now, it's hard for me to do eye contact because I have to consciously remind myself to look into the camera here because I keep looking at myself, my own eyes, but I need to remember to look into the camera, um, which is something I have to learn to train myself to do. Something I struggle with in my videos too is remembering to look at the camera. Um, it will help with my videos too, but I just don't often look at the camera. And I look at myself. I need to look at the camera, and that's just something I struggle with. Yeah, that's something I have to really train myself to do. I've actually got, yeah, I don't know. My parents didn't really understand autism, and I wasn't even diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome until I was 16. So they really didn't know what was going on. I mean, even my therapists thought I could control what was going on, um, could have control over what I was doing, even though I couldn't. So a lot of people, even the therapists, even the professionals, didn't even know I had what I had. So honestly, it was rough growing up. My parents started to force it on me, pretty much, but they weren't going about the right way. Um, I mean, of course, they didn't know. The specialists didn't even, the professionals didn't even know what to do. So yeah, but as far as eye contact, my mother, as when I was growing up, will have constantly been, from what she has told me, she's constantly telling me, "Look me in the eyes, look me in the eyes, look me in the eyes." So that has really been ingrained in me to make eye contact. But there are a lot of skills I struggle with. It really sucks. it really sucks when you are in an environment where you're trying to like. Here's the thing with me having autism and some of the environments I've worked in. Like you're trying to understand social skills, social interactions. Like you really try. Which is something I do. I really try to understand social interactions. And what ends up happening is that what's happened a lot is just that people will make fun of me for my shortcomings instead of simply explaining this is wrong, do this instead, or like give me encouraging feedback, constructive feedback. It's like, okay, you did this right. This is what you should do, or this is what you should do next time, or explain this, or to explain this behavior in a way where I can understand. Okay, this is just what's going on. They will make fun of well how I behave, and that's really hard to do because it's like what what exactly did I get wrong? Like what factors went into you know making the social behavior wrong? Well, places I would go, places I worked, it was to the level where it was toxic. It was things like making fun of me uh, for struggling with certain skills. Like something I struggle with is communicating my brain to certain motor skills. Like there used to be Asperger's and autism, and like autism had very good motor skills. Asperger's did not. So I would struggle with motor skills, not just writing, but um, just doing things in general with my hands. And it was very hard for me to uh, make the ice cream cones at Burger King. It was very hard for me for my brain to communicate to my hand the correct way to do it. You know what I mean? It was very hard for my brain to communicate to my hand to do it in the right way. So my coworkers and even managers would make fun of me for the fact that I struggled to make the ice cream cone. You know, it didn't matter. Like I would have to do it a little bit slower sometimes. Even then, I was still struggling. They would make fun of me for the fact that I couldn't do it right, and then I would on my own time if I had the opportunity and someone ordered an ice cream cone and we were slow, I would go out of my way to make the ice cream cone. Like say someone ordered in drive through and I was on the counter but we were slow enough, I would go over to the drive through area to where the ice cream machine was and make that cone even though the drive through person was supposed to do it. I would make that cone so I would get extra practice so that I would get better at making the ice cream cone. But that didn't matter to my managers. It was just something to make fun of me for. So it's stuff like that. Yeah. No, actually, I had two part time jobs. I only have one part time job now, but I've maintained two part time jobs for like 8 years, basically. I think well, my mental health has definitely improved greatly since I left. Um, since I'm only doing one job, one part time job. Um, a great deal of it is because I would get bullied a lot in in jobs, or even if I wasn't being bullied, I'd be given too much work. Um, Managers would often give me extra work because it was easier to just. I think part of it was easier for them to just give me the work instead of trying to get their other employees to do it because their employees would slack off. So because of that, I was given more and more and more work, and because I can only do so much, and because I was working so hard, people would think if something wasn't done, like people would think something that was actually their job was my job. Like something that was everyone's job to do constantly, it was only my job. Like I actually have heard when I worked at a pizza place, um, I would fold boxes, but literally it was everyone's jobs. Drivers, when they were waiting on their pizzas to be done, were supposed to stand over there at the box station and fold boxes. But they would stand around the back and eat pizza and just chat until their pizzas were ready to be delivered, or stand around and chat and eat pizzas while I was working. Other people would stand around and chat and eat pizza while I was working. So the boxes wouldn't get done, and I would be pumping up box after box after box as fast as I could, to the point where it was giving me anxiety because I couldn't keep up. And then like there would be days where I couldn't keep up with the workload because like I get there and there were no boxes, or it was my day off and there were no boxes for them, and they were upset. And I even heard one person, I've heard more than one person, at least one, but I believe more than one, say boxes are Tim's job, you know? And I addressed this concern with my managers, but it never changed. People had in their mind that because I was constantly doing boxes as much as I could, that they didn't have to do boxes, but it was everyone's job. Um, People at Makeline, if they uh, had free time, if they weren't on Makeline, they were supposed to be folding boxes. Drivers, if they weren't delivering pizzas, were supposed to be folding boxes. Myself, if I didn't have a phone call, was supposed to be delivering boxes. Boxes were not just my responsibility, but because I was working so hard at it, everyone thought it was my responsibility, or at least most of them thought it was my responsibility. So if they didn't get done, it was my fault, even though it wasn't like reasonable for me to be physically capable of keeping up with them. Yeah, I know what you mean, Keo. Yeah, I did. I did eventually leave because it just got too out of hand. What was the final straw was if they would just put me in the oven for way too long, I'd get overheated. I'd collapse. I couldn't talk or anything. I was just collapsed in a chair, not being able to do anything. And what would be sucky is even if they could take me off ovens because it calmed down from a rush. If they could take me off ovens, they wouldn't. They'd keep me on ovens, taking out the last few pizzas while they went outside and smoked. Instead of taking me off ovens where I could cool off because I was getting really bad, they would just go outside and smoke. So that was basically it. It got to the point where I was getting in danger of passing out there. So yeah, I actually got offered a promotion at that place, and it would have raised my salary a little bit, and I wanted it. Um, the problem, I really don't know. If I could focus, there's a job. What would be a good job for me if I could focus and stay dedicated? A good job for me would actually be a job in politics where I would research topics for politicians. There's that job. That would be really well suited for me because I like to read and research. There's a job for that, but I can't commit very well. So that's the only problem. Uh, Ideal job. Absolute ruler of the universe. No, I don't really know. I don't know what my ideal job would be. I mean, I really like being a mascot, kind of. I don't know, what does a paralegal do? I'm gonna use the restroom again real quick. This has been fun. I see, Soot. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's really hard sometimes to keep positive. It's hard to do what you need to do, I guess. Um, I see the buffering is fixed, so I guess that password was the issue. It would keep booting me off of my Wi-Fi because my password was not secure enough. So I don't know. It looks like on my screen, um, the overall quality of the picture is better. What's everyone think? Does the quality of the image look better on your screen? Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I noticed that yesterday too. It looked like the quality was better. Yeah, yeah. I guess it was probably lag because, like I said, it was just booting me off and then all the time because, I had to keep switching between Wi-Fi to keep it back up. But I changed the password to something much stranger, and I guess Windows says it's more secure and keeps me on now. But I mean, as far as like the clarity of the picture, does the clarity of the picture look better? My computer's getting warm. Uh, but yeah, I got to plug the Ethernet cable. I don't know if that helped that frame rate or not. But right now I'm on Wi-Fi, so the Wi-Fi is working. Anything else I can really think of? I thought about doing the 75 hard kind of thing, but adapted to where I just do extra push-ups and sit-ups during the day, and do 10 pages of reading a day. But yeah, it might have been, but I'm just feeling it if it was warm. But no, I actually bumped it up a little bit like that and did that, so I don't know if that affected the connection or not. But my screen was actually bouncing a little bit. So I have a laptop, so my computer's actually bouncing a little bit. Yeah, I have a cheap external cooling fan I got hooked up here. Oh, it's buffering. Oh, okay. I'll remember to plug it in next time. I'll remember to grab my Ethernet cable and plug it in next time. Someone asked if I could do a cooking live stream. I'm not sure about that too much. I'll have to try and figure out how to do that, honestly. Someone want a cooking live stream, but I can, like in the morning. Uh, if I'm cooking in the morning, I can film myself cooking meals. So I can easily film myself cooking meals. Get some videos that way. Uh, so, uh, Vagabond, I don't think it's very good. I could, yeah. The only thing is, I would need to spend a little bit of money on those because cheap ones don't work that well, honestly. Cheap ones won't work that well. You need to spend a little bit of money for it to be reliable. So, yeah. I've got a jug of water over there I'm going to grab real quick. I'll just grab it off the counter and bring it over. But as soon as this stream is done, I'm going to have to make sure to go ahead and clean off my stove and counters over there, so I can do cooking videos again. Yeah, on Twitch though, you have to do like 50 hours in a month in order to be monetized, to just apply for monetization. So, um, the easiest way to do that and stick with YouTube, because it's hard for me to keep hours on YouTube, is to be able to, yeah. Well, think of mine, I can understand that. Oh, there goes the lag. I think it's because my computer's overheating. Yeah, my computer's probably overheating. So I don't know. Maybe I should end the stream because there. Yeah, my computer's dying. It's getting too hot. Yeah, my computer's overheating. I think I should go ahead and end the stream. Hold on, let me. Right, battery's almost dead. Let me plug it in. There we go. Yeah, probably should end the stream because it's buffering because my computer's overheating. So, um, yep, I'm gonna have to probably end it. I'm gonna make some more videos today. Figure that out. I was trying to Minecraft to get that video taken care of. But yeah, I'm gonna have to let go. I'll let you go. Do another live stream tomorrow. I've got therapy at like 2 p.m. Yeah, I did. So I've got therapy at 2 p.m. I think tomorrow. So I'm gonna try and do another live stream tomorrow at 4 p.m. as well. At the same time as this one. So yeah, I'm gonna have to see you guys. See ya. Yeah, about at like 4 p.m. tomorrow, same time. Same time tomorrow. Okay. See you now. Bye.